Welcome everyone to our Faytech channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me, guys. On July 29 in Las Vegas, the absolute welterweight champion will be determined by Americans Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. The Kill champion from the United States, Roy Jones Jr., shared a detailed analysis of the upcoming fight, the megafight we have been dreaming about for so long. Those boxers are at the peak of their careers. This is a real old-school fight. Stylistically in favor of Terence, Errol will rely on power and size. The winner perhaps is the one who will be able to use his trump cards better. It's a classic. Fighters rely on their strength and try to put pressure on the weaknesses of their rivals. Roy Jones talked about how Spence and Crawford need to hold this fight. Errol has to press. This is the only way to fight with clever and cunning opponents. He should press almost from the starting gong. You can't be passive and allow Crawford to record rounds in his piggy bank. You can't let him go in the count, otherwise then you will have to go all in. Terence has to box wisely, but is it equally important to make the opponent respect his striking power? And it is important to do this at the start of the fight. Jones is very happy with what has been happening in boxing lately. He hopes that the heavyweights will also catch up soon. It seems to me that the fight of Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia pushed Crawford and Spence. They realized that they had to fight this fight. It's about the same with the fight between Devin Haney. Boxing is on the rise now. He rises higher and higher. I hope the heavyweight will support the trend soon. I expect like Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury or Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. If heavyweight supports the trend, then the prospects for boxing will be very good. Roy Jones returned to the Spence versus Crawford fight, so Errol's pressure against smart boxing from Terence. What is important? Spence should start the fight cleanly, but then make the fight more forceful and tough. Crawford's task is to make a reserve at the start of the fight and try to keep it. I repeat, both have advantages, but there are also vulnerabilities. It's a very beautiful fight. I can't wait. I agree that Errol is also strong in pure boxing. I think that's a very important issue, perhaps even a key one. Will be Terence's ability to hold a punch. If he can hold, if he doesn't have any problems with it, then he will be able to adapt to the opponent. But if Errol's punches bother him, it will make it much easier from Spence. Legendary American boxer Evander Holyfield has not split on the topic of who he considers the favorite of the upcoming super fight on July 29th. At the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, where the absolute welterweight champion will be determined. Errol Spence and Terence Crawford will clash there. The most important thing is that you have to ask yourself if you thought with the best, if you try to prove it. I know that if you thought with the best, then when your career is over, you will be happy. You thought with everyone who thought you were the best, Evander said. According to the only absolute and both cruiserweight and heavyweight, we are waiting for a great fight. Both guys are very skilled, very talented. My opinion on what I think about them will not matter in the forecast. Everything will depend on how the guys fight that night. We know that both of them are the coolest fighters. Holyfield continued. The only question is who will be able to make the necessary moves and catch the opponent before he himself is caught. This is the art of boxing. Find the gaps. On July 29th, Americans Errol Spence and Terence Crawford will determine the absolute welterweight champion at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The favorite's mentor Brian McKnighter explained why Crawford would beat Spence. Terence is not like the others. All the coaches who have seen him in action know this. And these are the most devoted boxing fans. They live by it. They spend years in the boxing gym. They know better. and they see what I see. That's 100% of all coaches bet on Crawford. The only one who bet on Spence is his mentor, Derek James. That's why Terence is the favorite. It is for this reason that almost all experts bet on his victory. Obviously, Terence Crawford knows how to cope against any style, against any opponent, McIntyre believes. And he does it in such a way that the opponent seems to be an ordinary, unremarkable fighter. I was a little annoyed that underneath many of his fights, people were saying that this will be the most difficult test of his career for Terence. But after the fight, everyone seemed to forget about it, as if they didn't want to do him justice on principle. The coach is sure that Spence will have to make excuses for his pre-match treat and promises. I'm even ready to bet on it. I'm telling you, when Terence kicks his ass, you're going to hear a bunch of excuses. I even believe that they will try to come up with some additional conditions in the run-up to the fight to help Spence. But I don't want to throw it at him now. I don't want to be threatened again. I think it will be hot in the ring. I admit that the second fight will take place in the first middleweight at all. That would be perfect. There are two options: climb even higher or wait for those who will come for titles. I think it's time to think about retirement soon, because he has already achieved a lot in boxing. Perhaps it would be worth thinking about it already, especially if he rises higher and beats the strongest boxer of this division. Regardless of who it will be, I think it will be a historic race, somewhere around the top 5. You know, such fighters appear infrequently. They challenge themselves because only by doing so can they rise even higher, the coach said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really want to get 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting me, guys.